Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So there's one mas'ala here that we need to clarify. Let's look at this mudaf ilayh structure. That is wrong. It's Shahru Ramadan. What's supposed to be? Shahru Ramadan? No. Okay? So we have here Shahru Ramadan. If you look at this, we have two words. One is a mudaf, one is a mudaf ilayh. And in this example, we have the word Ramadan being attributed to the month. Shahru Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. Yes? Or another example we could have here is, for example, let's say we have here Kitabu Fatima. Probably even an easy example. Kitabu Fatimata. The book of Fatima. So we have two items, Kitab and Fatima. One is being linked to the other. Is that clear? That's what we've done in basics. Then we have another structure. We have Sawmul Muslimin. Now, Sawma Yasumu Sawman, Sawm is a master. So we have here fasting. Right? Fasting. Now, Sawmul Muslimin, if you look at this structure of Sawmul Muslimin, what do we see? That is mudaf ilayh. No alif lam, no tanween, so it's mudaf. And al-Muslimin is a majrur state, so it's mudaf ilayh. But what we find is that in this structure, this is basically just two nouns. This is, if you look at it, this is a noun. This is a noun. Like when I say noun, it's like a pure noun. Yes, items, either physical or abstract. But in Sawmul Muslimin, if you look at it, it is mudaf ilayh. But because the Sawm is a shibhul fa'il. What is Sawm? It's shibhul fa'il. It's a masdar. It's a shibhul fa'il, it's a masdar. And the mudaf ilayh is one of the ma'amul of that shibhul fa'il. Do you understand? So this mudaf ilayh structure is a bit different. It is mudaf ilayh in terms of i'rab, but the meaning is not that the Muslims own the fasting. It's that they're the ones doing the fasting. Another example, Sawmu Ramadan. Fasting, how do you translate Sawmu Ramadan? What would you add in here in translation? Fasting? Okay. Fasting? One fasting, I didn't hear you. Fasting? Fasting in. Why is the in coming in? Because now the Ramadan is a maf'ul fi of the masdar. So again, it's not that Ramadan is being owned by Sawm and its attribution. It's just, that's a maf'ul fihi. Do you understand? The example we had previously, we had, for example, Inna Allaha Jami'un Nas. Allah is going to gather the people day of Qiyamah. So when you have Jami'un Nas, it's mudaf ilayh. But the Nas is not the Kitabul Rajuli and the Nas owns the Jami'. Jami' is not something to own. That's the Ismul Fa'il in the meaning of a verb. You see the differences between the two mudaf ilayh? Yes? So in the bottom ones, the bottom two, we'll find that it's not like ownership, attribution. It is basically what we mentioned is ismul amil, is a shibhul fa'il. Either the masdar or the mushtaqat, ismul fa'il, ismul maf'ul, sifat mushabbah to ismul fa'il, ismul mubalagha to tafdhil. And they are becoming mudaf to one of the ma'mul, one of the maf'ul or fa'il maf'ul bihi. Do you understand? So if you look at it here, this gives the meaning of Idafa. The first one. It has the meaning of Idafa. Do these meaning ownership? Do the second two have the meaning of Idafa? That it shows ownership. That the Jami is owned by the Nas. That doesn't even make sense because Jami is not even a thing. It's a verb more or less in terms of meaning. Sawm is a masdar, fasting. So do these bottom two have the meaning of Idafa? No, they don't. So therefore, we say, okay, let's call this one Idafa Ma'nawiyya. The Idafa which has the meaning of Idafa. Now they all have Idafa, they're all Idafa in lafzi, they're all structural. So in lafziya, we say structural. Structural. What are we going to call Idafa lafziya? Structural Idafa. You following? So the Idafa is structural, not in meaning. So this is Idafa lafziya and Idafa Ma'nawiyya. This is only Idafa lafziya. So we said, okay, now we need to name these. We can call this one Idafa lafziya. Well, these are the same thing basically. So these are both the same. So this type of Idafa, where we have a shibul fa'il, mudaf to one of its ma'mul, a fa'il and maf'ul bihi. We call that Idafa lafziya. And the top one, we've got two choices. We can call it Idafa lafziya wa ma'nawiyya. That's a bit too long. And because Idafa lafziya is automatically in a structure, we're simply going to call it what? Idafa ma'nawiyya. So it's Idafa lafziya and ma'nawiyya. But we don't really need to add in. So basically we could say here, so the name of this is Idafa Ma'nawiyya, And the name is called إضافة لفظية. But really, if you wanted to say, well, what technically you can call it, this is really إضافة لفظية ومعنوية. Yes? But now what do? We say, let's forget calling it إضافة لفظية, because that's known anyways. What's إضافة? It has to be إضافة لفظية. And this, if you want to look at it, rethink it, this is basically إضافة لفظية فقط. That's what it really means. إضافة لفظية فقط. It's not معنوية in there. فقط. Do you understand? When we're naming them, we will say, okay, we will call this إضافة لفظية معنوية and إضافة لفظية. We wouldn't use these two words. But that's what they imply. Do you understand the difference between إضافة لفظية and إضافة معنوية? Is it clear? Everyone following? So now that's what we're saying here. إذا كان المضاف اسما غير شبه الفعل. If the مضاف is a noun which is not a شبه الفعل, meaning what's a normal كتاب, قلم, mic, microphone, heater, light, misbah, bab, nafidha, any of these that we call this, it's not شبه الفعل, a normal noun. You call the إضافة معنوية, basically إضافة لفظية ومعنوية. It's إضافة لفظي and معنوي, but we don't have to add the word لفظي. It's called إضافة معنوي, meaning an actual إضافة which gives the meaning of إضافة. وإذا كان المضاف شبه الفعل. If the مضاف is a شبه الفعل, يسمى إضافة لفظية فقط. It's called only إضافة لفظية, not معنوية, but we don't put the فقط anyway. It's called إضافة لفظية. It's a structural إضافة only. نحو صوم المسلمين. The Muslim is a فاعل, and this is a مفعول فيه.